Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 2. Today we're continuing on with our Let's Play. This is episode 22 and in today's episode we're going to be tackling the final of the Proving Grounds events with the Heavyweight Open. So we need a car that weighs more than £3,850 and the car I've decided to get, yeah I know it's coming out on PC as well, isn't it, which is kind of cool, I guess. Anyways, the car I'm going to go with is the 2005 Ferrari 612 Scagatelli. I used to be able to say it perfectly, I can't anymore. What colour do I want this car in? I kind of like that, I'm going to go with that colour. It is 94,800 credits, it is an awful lot of money. Don't be so easy, there's the timeout button. But I don't like using the timeout button because I like having people. Anyways, do I want to do... Is it really worth to do anything to this? Nah, let's not. Let's just get straight into the racing. So, what is our competition for this event? We have a Ferrari 612, a V12 Vanquish, an Audi RS6, a Continental GT, a Dodge Charger, a Cadillac CTS-V, and a Mercedes CLK55. And our first place prize is a Shelby GT500. I certainly want to get my mittens on that. We're going to be heading to the Inland Tapian Reverse, the Diamondback Reverse, and the Malayan Krayat in the reverse. So let's get into the first one. Hello, Boosted Ethanol. Welcome to the stream. Boost and Ethanol, I should say. I just called you Ethanol. Why didn't I just say that? Anyways, yeah, if I need someone timing out, then I'll tell whoever's the mod to time out. I'm not too bothered about it at the moment. It isn't that irritating. I won't time anyone out unless like it's getting to the point where it's like, yeah, you need to stop now. The snake tracks, yes indeed. Oh yeah, I just realised we get... Thank you! I mean, to be fair, I shouldn't have been making that move, but at the same time. Anyways. I do kind of like it how it's the snake tracks, yet it's the Shelby GT500 is the car you win from this, which is interesting. Anyways. I want to make a dive on you so badly. There we go, that's the sort of dive. May have slightly tapped my car on your car, but I don't think any damage is shown from it. Ooh, okay, there we go. How much power does this thing have? 520-ish. I've always kind of liked the 612. I know it's a strange car to look at, but I do like the 612 a lot. Out of all the Ferraris, if I was ever going to own one, this is very much a contender for what I would own. I'd probably go for a 575 in the end, just because I love the 575. I think it's amazing to look at, and so on. But the 612 would probably be a good choice as well. In case you're wondering, other Ferraris that would sort of tempt me. 575, 612. I don't know, I kind of like you 100% in Gran Turismo 1, Congroodles. How do you mean 100%? Do you mean like what I did, which is just go through all the events and all the license tests, or did you actually get gold on all the license tests and all the rest of that bollocks? Which I didn't do. Anyways, I will say this track's a lot shorter than I remember it being. Then again, that could just be because I have a very quick old car now. Anyways, there we go around there. I promise you I will use a 575 at some point. It will appear in one of the races. I'm not sure what. I'll need to figure out what sort of engine it has and everything. Well, actually, I don't know. Would it be able to be used in the big block thing? Potentially. That big block thing... Oh, just the events, fair enough. Yeah, I did that as well. How long did... I think it only took me like a week to fully LP Gran Turismo 1, which is pretty neat. I do have to admit, I enjoyed my time with it. Since there's no progress counter. Yeah. I will say Gran Turismo 1 was apparently worked on for 5 years, but it sort of, at least to me, feels a little bit rushed to market. Like, the rev counter, for example, drives me mad with how badly that thing was drawn. Like, you can call Forza 2 boring all you want in its choice of layout and aesthetics and stuff, but my god, that rev counter was the worst. Anyways, and the worst bit about it is it's like, until someone pointed out to me, I didn't even notice, and then, yeah, like the handling as well on GT1, I didn't like that. I appreciate, some people really like the handling of GT1, like they prefer it over GT2, like the cars just randomly go sliding when you hit the brakes, but yeah, that wasn't for me. But GT1 was fun. Definitely a nice game, I guess. Probably, without trying to offend a bunch of people, probably my least favourite of all the Gran Turismos I've played. Maybe, ooh, no. God damn it. Okay, I didn't really mean to be in reverse there. I kind of wanted to be in first, but whatever, I'll take it, sure. Anyways. Now I've got to catch back up to him. This should be fun. Okay, so 612, not quite as nicely composed as I was hoping it would be. It is definitely heavy, though, you can feel. Well, it was Polly's first real big game. Yeah, I'll give him that. Then again, Turn 10's first big game was Forza Motorsport 1, but I guess different era. Don't get me wrong, though, I appreciate Gran Turismo 1 for what it is. I think it's a very, very good game. Actually, I'm going to say, I think GT5 was probably worse than GT1 in my opinion. Although, like, GT1 was probably the worst game. However, GT5 to me was just such a bloody disappointment. It wasn't, like, the game itself was okay. The biggest issue with GT1 is it couldn't, or GT5 is it just, you could tell it was delayed, which is a bit strange to say, but, like, the choices made in that game, like, for certain things, it's like, the focus of the game shifted so often, it was somewhat crazy. Anyways, let's see if we can actually get past this guy right here. I have one more lap to pass M. Rossi. It shouldn't be too difficult. Through the snaky bits, by the looks of it, he isn't particularly quick. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not a slow driver, but he isn't particularly quick through the sort of snakier bits. I will say his car does have traction control, which is probably helping him out right now. That was a bit of a crap dive, but whatever. Anyways, let's see if I can get him on the inside here. There we go. Nicely, nicely. And now just make sure I don't spin out again, and we should be A-okay. There we go. Just boot it with power. But yeah, GT5, not my favourite of the Gran Turismo games. GT6, I feel, was much of an improvement over GT5. As much as it was short, and it kind of just did feel like GT 5.5, but eh, it wasn't bad. I've enjoyed all the Gran Turismos in bits and smits. I mean, I do have some interesting memories of GT5. The game was much better once I found out about the seasonal events, I'll say that much for it. Because then you could just sort of go mad and buy whatever you want and all the rest of it. Okay. That was an expensive mistake to make on the final lap, but I don't care. May as well just pay for the damage and deal with it. There we go. Admittedly, these cars are incredibly tricky to drive around this tight track. Anyways, we are now level 21. We've established a relationship with Mazda. There are new production models available in the Mazda dealership. Okay, cool. I mean, last thing I did get a Lotus Carlson, so I can't really complain. Anyways, we head on to the next track. Let's just quickly see what's going on. Nothing there. Oh, WCPW's announcement was Damien Sandow? Really? Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I guess I definitely have an excuse to watch WCPW now. I can't believe they managed to get Sandow, jeez. Anyways, I apologise also, people in chat are not wrestling peoples, but yeah. That is insane. Anyways, of course, by the time this is recorded and out the door, WCPW would have been very much over. I mean, when is this going out? I think this is going out like a month after I record it. I'm fairly certain Gran Turismo 1 is 17 episodes, so yeah, Gran Turismo 1's still going out at the time of recording. 10 more days of that, and then this is episode 22, so yeah, 32 days from now, this should go out, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Also, I apologise if you can hear any whistling in the background. Apparently someone's put on the silly kettle, which we've got, which makes a loud whistly noise, which isn't particularly grand. Anyways, Look at all those excited spectators. Why is this race shorter than the last race? I don't understand. This track is shorter than the last track. Anyways, I just decided not to question it. I like the interior in this car. Look at that. That beautiful beige leather seats. And I assume everything in there is very leathery. I mean, the 612 was developed a little bit when Ferrari is starting to have what I like to call BMW syndrome, which is essentially the interior looks exactly the same for all of the cars. Like, the interior in this car looks ridiculously like the California's interior. You know, like with BMWs these days, where literally every single bloody interior is exactly the same. It's like, can you not, like, think of a better one to do? Like, this 3 Series has the same dashboard as the last 3 Series, which had the same dashboard as the last 3 Series. And this is why I don't like BMW anymore. Because essentially since, you know, I'm going to be perfectly honest, ever since the E36. Hello, Ronaldo. Yes, it is a great game. And this is a great car. Anyways, ever since, like, the E36, it feels like BMWs have all looked like exactly the same. I just can't get excited about them anymore. Like, literally, every single 3 Series since the E36, or E46 I should say, has looked like basically the same. Which isn't great. Also, they've decided to do a 4 Series saloon now, which doesn't really make any sense considering, you know, the 4 Series is supposed to be... But why change? It costs money. I mean, I get that, but you know, you've got to mix things up occasionally. You've got to have some fun with your interior design. Then again, BMWs are very... Why even the mighty E46? The E46 is cool. I wouldn't own one. I don't really... You see, for me, if I was going to get any... Thank you. If I was going to get any model of BMW 3 Series, I would get an E36 wagon. To be fair, the only BMW I'd ever really considered buying, though, would probably be like a early 2000s 5 Series, because they were kind of neat. I like 5 Series a lot. Oh, the 7 Series as well, actually, from that same time period. The 7 Series is a cool car. Admittedly, that thing will sink money, like, very, very quickly, but yeah, the 7 Series is a cool car as well. What's all your favourite BMWs? Write in the chat now, and in the comment section, why not? Even though we are driving Ferrari, so... What's your favourite Ferrari as well? Why not? Let's throw that one in there. My favourite's the 575M, because... that car. Anyways. My second favourite's probably the 612, because I like this car. I think the 612 when it first came out, like, everyone accepted, apart from the styling, it was basically perfect. Like, the interior was insane, the way it drove was fantastic. I think this is actually a 4x4 as well, which, oh, 4x4, what do I mean? I mean like a 4-seater, I should say. Anyways. For some reason, Ferrari can never make a good-looking 4-seater. The F40, oh, Ferrari, I get you. E46, E46, F40, F40. Well then. Oh, the F50 as well, I kind of forgot that exists. The F50 is very, very good as well. Gotta change gear. Anyways, £6 for that, not particularly much money, don't really get anything for that, but there you go. Anyways. The E40, I don't know, the E46 is cool, but... The E46 GTR is cool, though. I'll give you that. That's a very good car. The F40 is also very, very nice. I gotta admit, I'm one of those strange people who prefer the F50 to the F40. Just because I think it looks a bit better styling-wise to me. Also, I prefer the sound, but... The F40 is unremarkable. Like, no one can say the F40 was, you know, not an amazing car. Anyways. Oh. Well, that was kind of a silly thing for him and me to do. Some slight side skirt damage. How much is that going to cost? This is a Ferrari after all. 5%. Not too bad then. As long as I don't stuff it in the wall or anything, I'll be fine. Anyways, this track is more suited to front-wheel drive pocket rockets than it is to heavy... I assume this is a V12? I can't even remember. Is this a V12? I think it is. Heavy V12 Grand Tourers, but there you go. Anyways, that Ferrari is trying to snag at my arse, which isn't particularly the best. Drop her into first, there we go. Into first, there we go. It's a constant game of gear shifts. Gear shift up, gear shift down. Then they made the Enzo. Yeah, I mean, the good thing with the Enzo is we got the MC12 out of it, which is... anyways. The MC12 is, yeah, very pretty. I want an MC12 in my life. Luckily, there's lots of MC12s in this game, and there's actually a particularly awesome vinyl. Oh, sorry, there's an awesome livery for one of the racing MC12s, and I want to use it at some point in this LP. To be fair, there might be multiple counts of MC12s. I'll try and use all the different liveries, maybe. Maybe that's my secret challenge, I don't know. Anyways, we're not quite up to race cars yet, so let's not think about race cars. I don't think... Have I used a race car yet? No, I haven't. I've used a few majorly upgraded cars, i.e. my Audi S4 from a couple of episodes back. That thing was nuts, but... Oh, I just remembered I have that silly tuning version of the S4 available to me. Maybe I'll use that at some point, because that car is just mental. Anyways, there's some pretty scenery around this to say it's supposed to be just like a random test track proving grounds area in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. Well, there we go. More expensive errors. Never mind. I don't really care. Like, I do because I don't want to hurt my 612. I won't use the front-facing camera, but at the same time, it's so unbelievably heavy. The car's just aren't made for this track. That's just their main issue. I will check that link in a second, Ludo. So at least mods can actually post links. That's cool. That's nice, I should say, because... I mean, to be fair, you have to copy and paste them, but at the same time, the fact that mods can actually put links in the chat is very useful, as it turns out. Ooh, there we go, there we go. I'm always a bit worried about that particular, what's the word? That particular section of the track, but nothing bad comes from it, which is fair enough. There we go. Under the Vodafone Bridge, almost as iconic as the Dunlop Bridge, Kappa. Anyways, one final lap to go, and then we can put the proving grounds behind us, which is excellent because I hate this place. Like, I don't know, it's okay for a bit, but the courses, like, the first few courses aren't too bad, but after a while, it's like, I have to say, people will lambast me for this, but I prefer driving Park from Gran Turismo to the proving grounds, but there you go. That's assumedly just me. I don't think anyone else is quite as mad as I am, but there we go. Anyways, bit of a cut across the grass. There we go. Nicely, nicely. Bunch of random Nissan. Apparently Nissan... I wonder if Nissan paid Turn 10 extra or something, because they have like the Nissan Speedway, the Nissan adverts everywhere. They have Nissan this, they have Nissan that. It's pretty intense. And I also believe they made a free car pack with Nissan. I prefer the complex string. Oh god, I remember the complex string. That thing was, yeah. How could I forget about the complex string? Yeah, that was interesting. Wasn't that track only in like Gran Turismo 3, I'm fairly certain? Oh, bollocks. Even more front end damage. Oh well. It's gonna happen. It's just... The brakes aren't quite as nice as I would want. To be fair, maybe I should have upgraded the brakes, maybe up the tyre whips a bit as well, but there's nothing I can really do about it now. The one disadvantage of losing that front aero is that he does not have the same damage as I do, so... But it doesn't matter because I am still going to go ahead and take victory in... There we go. There we go. Okay, 5,876 credits. Not quite as many as I want, but there we go. Anyways, we get to level 1. We get a 10% discount on turbo upgrades made by Ferrari. I don't really want a turbocharged Ferrari, thank you. Although I guess it's not as bad as a turbocharged Aston. Anyways, we get 6,000 credits for finishing that. We get 27,000 credits for beating the Proving Grounds. And as our prize car, we get the ever-sexy Shelby GT500. Look at that thing. It's amazing. Anyways, that is it for the Proving Grounds. That's it for that. And that's it for this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed, despite my bad driving. Anyways, friends, yeah, that's it for today, so thank you all very much for watching. Next time out, I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing, but stay tuned for it, whatever it may be. Thank you all very much for watching. My name's been The Real Emile. Till next time, farewell.